Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Washington football team. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10-2, Sean. Clock down. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Fields. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Set. 50-60. Orange. Mike, 55. Right here.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Fields. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Fields. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. To throw is Fields. Touchdown! That's caught. De'Ami Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 7. Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Where's 52? Block 52.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10 is counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Off play action, Fields.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Quentin Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Fields going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 2, Fields. This will be caught once again by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Fields. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Justin Fields. As the first half is winding down. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Carlson now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
That's caught by Waller out left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now it's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
To the air again, Fields.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd and goal, Fields, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the... Little guys like we're watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Now it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 46 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for him.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, Davis lost it. It's loose, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 71 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Counter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, it's Connor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes this Washington 52. Jets 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to break this out all the way to the... The 38-yard line. Great return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
There's Wilson to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Big stop, let's go. Wide.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. 6 guard, check 6 guard. Shoot.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another